Are you trying to figure out how to get your own Celestial Pulse merch? Do not fret longer. Type in redbubble.com/people/Visenya Designs, and there you can have all the shirts that I produce. You can go ahead and get tote bags and everything else. So for more information, you can click the link down below and figure out which shirt you want, or tote bag, case, whatever you want. Hey guys, this is Vess and we're back with another commission. So for this commission, I'm gonna draw with both hands Danny holding up a giant sword that emulates a radiant light, looking upwards in awe as Berholt stands next to him in silence. So I had like a whole bunch of reference pictures to help me form this. The reason why I didn't put Danny's hands together as, two hands together was because it was going to block his face. And I felt like that was all types of wrong, because if he's looking in awe, like how can I do that without showing his face, right? If you hear any like mowing the lawn-ish stuff going on, that's because everybody's mowing their lawn today. I don't know what's going on. Today's like mowing the lawn day. But yeah, I'm gonna butcher this guy's name, Berholt or whatever his name is. So we're gonna just call him B for right now. Yeah, Danny is like the OG. He has the biggest sword in this whole commission in itself. It was interesting because it looks like glass to me, so I had to give it that glassy look, or try to make it feel a little bit glassy. I did have some hard times with his hand, and that's because of the way it's positioned. It looks weird, but it's correct because I kept looking at different type of references on myself and my siblings to help me get through it and figure out like what's going on with the whole thing. It's a very interesting sword, I have to say, because the way it's just set up is just weird in its way how it does that. With B, I had a lot of things I had to put together with him, like with his outfit, because his outfit I couldn't really understand it too much. It was just like the way they painted the way his outfit was. I didn't know the colors, like the color scheme of it all. But I figured it out on the long run. I just played around with the way the trimming is, and the snake, or I don't know if it's a snake. I don't know what it is. Maybe a lizard. I don't know. But it's probably a snake because it goes all around his weapon. It comes up, and then his arm guard thing, that was kind of tricky too, because I didn't know the shape of it. Like I had the creases around the sides, but I just didn't know how to go about painting it, because it was just like, what is that? It was just, I don't know what was going on with that. His sandals was pretty much easy. Hair easy. It wasn't that bad. This commission took me a while to do, and that's because I was super busy. Like if I wasn't doing something with Celestial Pulse, I was doing something in my personal life that made things a lot more difficult to do. Like it's just every 5 minutes I'm doing something, and it feels like every time I take a step forward, I'm taking a step backwards. So this time around with this commission, I had to take my time and take my time and do it a lot more slowly than normal. And that's all just because I just didn't have the time to complete it all in one sitting or in 2 sittings. I had to like literally take 2 weeks almost. It feels like 2 weeks. It might be more than that. I'm not too sure. I am not too sure. And then on top of that, I'm having the Kickstarter come out, so that's another thing that I've been working on, and I'm trying to make exclusive stuff for that. Then when it comes down to I've tried to finish the book and trying to get the writing and people looking at it and stuff. That took up some of my time. So yeah, this commission was like basically It was the one that was hanging on a thin string while I was trying to do my, my other work. Who is ready for back to school? Like, I'm not. Honestly speaking, I'm not. I've been trying to get my kid brothers and sisters ready for that because, they live with me and stuff. So I have to do all that work. And then on top of that, doctor's appointments and stuff. I'm really not up to that. Cool is up for it. I'm not. I think it's just crazy how the summer just flew by. And I guess it flew by because I was just busy with working on Celestial Pose. Sometimes we do stuff here and there. Other times we don't. And I just stay home and try to figure things out. So yeah, my life was pretty much, all around this summer. Just all around the place. But yeah, I'm not ready for school to come. I wonder how it's gonna be for the first week. I know they go back September 5th, so we shall see how that feels for the whole week. Went ahead. I don't know if you guys were viewing the eclipse. I looked at it with my bare naked eyes, and my eyes were burnt. So they felt dry. And they were like bothering me. I woke up today, and today they feel like grainy sand paper is on my eyeballs. So I'm trying to keep them moisturized with fake tears. I don't know if this is going to be a prolonged thing. I hope not. It was just a slight second. I didn't know what was going on. I was driving and I looked out my window and the sun was right there in my face. So that's what happened. And then after that, I went to go pick up my sister. And I saw people looking up and I was like, what's going on? So they had regular old shades looking up. So I'm like, okay. So my window hood has a shaded glass on top of it. So I look up and I see that the eclipse was happening. So I don't know if I damaged my eyes. Keep me in prayer if I did. Because honestly speaking, that first glance I think is the one that messed me up because it was my bare naked eyes and I was looking outside my car. So it just sucks that that I did take a look. Hopefully this doesn't end my career, right? I'm just gonna be praying for myself and my eyeballs because I think if I get my eyeballs taken away, I'm gonna have to do what you call that, spotted art, like, a very, what do you call those artists? I think abstract artists rather than my usual stuff. The next celestial post will be polka dot art. I kids. I'm trying to figure out how to heal my eyes in the process. I think I probably just like burned the whites of my eyes or something. I don't know what happened. But it was the worst thing I could ever had done. So my husband told me not to look at it and I did it anyway, like an idiot, while I was driving too. So the vision of the sun was like glowing on my eyeballs. Let me stop. Some eventful Tuesday. Very eventful. This has nothing to do with the commission, but it just makes you think about how I use my eyes. I use my eyes for everything, and then I go and try to mess them up with the stupid eclipse. Thank you, eclipse. Thank you, human will, to mess me up. So yeah, Danny has a new outfit, and that's because Blue Mage said so. I kind of dig it a little because it's weird, and it has like this hooded thing with the cape and stuff like that. It's just funny how all these different colors were to come together. Like, I didn't know if that the thing around his neck, the scarf around his neck, should have been the color of the cape. It was just a lot of stuff that I just didn't know. So what I did was I just went with the flow, and whatever Danny suggested, I was like, okay, I'm putting it in, because I'm not gonna I wasn't gonna mess up what he has. It's bad enough I mess up on fingers and stuff with mystical furry creatures. So imagine, me messing up on this stuff and it's regular. So yeah, didn't want to mess that up, and I just kept it the way it was. It's just better if I kept it that way. Hair kept it the same as the guy that he sent me, because I had to like build that character. He gave me like a reference of that character that was already built. Somebody had drew that character, and that gave me a lot more like insight of what I should do. So that's the cool part, that Danny did commission somebody else, or they just did on their free will a picture of this character. So it gave me like ideas of what to do with him. The sword, again, it was like crystal sword like, so that was interesting to put together. The background was not that bad. You're gonna see that it's just blue with a whole bunch of stuff going on. Then I added some lines to like make it, you know, look kind of cool with the flowing of everything. So yeah, it came together pretty nicely. For the sword, I made another layer for that, so that I can lower the opacity on that, and then just like build my way up on it, because I just didn't want to lose that glassy look, you know. You're gonna see that more. I thought I was really coming to the end, but it seems like I'm not, because I'm telling you, this commission took so long that this whole thing might be like 18 minutes long. This whole what video video. I hate when I get brain farts, guys. Like, I be doing my video, I do my videos, and when I'm doing my videos, it's just like there's things that just leave my brain while I'm in the process of talking. Like, it just doesn't work. Yes, very, 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 very crazy how that works. Oh, a sad report. Everybody knows that I have my background over here with my little guys, like with little Fuji, Vincent, and Ida next to their little coins. So my swords fell on my stuff, and it broke the head off of the big Fuji and decapitated Vincent. I don't know how the swords fell, because Justin was here when it happened, but yeah, it fell and he's decapitated, and that's sad because I didn't expect that to happen. But yeah, I'm gonna have to fix him. I don't know how to fix him. I was like putting his head together, and it was just like, I don't know. I don't know. Oh yeah, with this, I'm jumping around, my god. Okay. With this commission, I added the base layer, one color of shade and another color of darkness. And the reason why I did that was because I just wanted him to pop more, and I didn't add like too much soft shading. The only time I added like soft shading was on the lights, and it's just so that I can make him look, you know, more pop. He could pop out more. It was kind of, he's small, so when he's small, you won't see like too much of the details, because like when you zoomed in, it's like, oh yeah, that's cool, but then when you're not too zoomed in, it's like, oh, what's going on there? So yeah, I had to do the double shading and add the soft lights, or I added some hard lights, and that's because I put it on his hair. But for the soft lights, I just did an airbrush on that, and it made it work. So I'm pretty much happy about that. It came out pretty cool looking, even though it wasn't. It is my typical shading, but it's like, it's not one that I usually do for commissions. So this is something new, I guess, because I did it once, and I think I did it with Danny and his wife, and that worked out pretty good. And that's because, you know, she had scales and stuff, so I had to do the deep shadings. So there's like certain commissions that I have to do deep shadings for, and that's obvious with like very detailed detailed characters. Like I would have to say Danny's characters take me the longest to make, and that's because they're just very highly detailed. I know he plays a lot of Final Fantasy, and he likes Final Fantasy stuff, and Final Fantasy is very detailed, so it makes sense, you know, that that's more of his style. There's nothing to complain about. It's really cool. It's just I have to be consistent on the way I color so that it looks good. I don't like when some of the stuff looks bad, you know. It's just weird when it looks bad. I'm like, oh wow, I could have did better. So yes, just keeping that in mind. Oh yeah, my cheat sheet. I've been using that, the color cheat sheet, just to make people darker and give them nice beautiful hues. I don't like when people look like they're drowned out by the gray. I like to add a little speck of more color. So I've been using that little cheat sheet on skin tones, and it's just to bring out people's color, to make it look more, make them look more human, like if they have a pigment to their skin. So that's basically what I do. I mesh up the different pigments just to give that person a nice color. And I know that B is very he's tan, so I was thinking of, oh, his skin is tan, so he will have like darker, richer looking skin tones. So that's what I was working with that. Again, his outfit was ridiculously it was ridiculously detailed in the way that when it came down to doing his I think that's called obi. I might be wrong, but it's more like a man's kimono. It was just really interesting how the patterns was made, because if you're looking on my left hand side, you can see that he has like these writings down the shawl with these triangles on his belt, and then he has on the kimono itself, it's like all these like these beautiful colors fading into the red, like almost like if it was like rustic and on it. So that was something that was that I had to do, that it was like kind of tricky, I would say, because I was using some of my I was using my color blend, my combination blend, that's what they call it on this what do you call this thing? Studio Paint. Wow. Okay. Yes. So that's basically what I had to do for that, and then I had to like lower the opacity so I can get those darkness shades and stuff like that, because when I throw the blue on top, it makes everything look blue, but I want to get the colors right. So that was something that was like on my mind the whole time while I was drawing. It was interesting though to, you know, put these characters together. It was interesting and outfit wise, because I was like, wow, this samurai dude is very intricate, because he has like these balls all over the place and tokens and you know, snakes and, you know, the arm thing. He looks like one of those elf kings or something. So it looks kind of cool. Just the way he's set up, you know, it was very challenging. It was very challenging. It was an exciting challenging. So yeah, I'm doing the background, adding stars, adding highlight, making him look like the chosen one, and you know, giving it all the colors that I can give it, because I wasn't gonna cheat on this. And right after I finished putting those lines, this is how it came out. I think it came out beautifully. You know, it's all looking good, so I'm excited about it. If you guys like this video, hit that like, and if you're new here and you're like, hey Vess, I like how you do your things, hit that subscribe and become one of my posters. You know, enjoy our craziness and stuff like that. Remember guys, I stream on Fridays, every Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yes guys, thank you so much for watching, sharing, telling a friend, and helping a friend. Have an amazing rest of the day. Bye bye.